So, Chapter 9, Day 6 video. What are reference angles and how do we calculate them? How do we calculate the reference angle? A reference angle is going to be very useful to us as we finish out the trig section here. So a reference angle. It's the angle that the terminal side or ending side makes with the x-axis when we look at an angle. Okay? So the question might say, find the reference angle for 160 degrees. So here's 160 degrees, here's the terminal side. And we want to know the angle that the terminal side makes with the x-axis. So this is the reference angle right here. That is the reference angle. Alright? So, if I want to find a reference angle, I have to figure out how much is this little angle. So what do? We first, step one, draw the angle in standard position, which means if it's positive, we go this way. If it's negative, we go this way. So we draw the angle in standard position. Step two, draw a perpendicular, that's what this little upside down T means, to the x-axis. Always, always, always vertically to the x-axis, never to the y. Boom, draw a perpendicular. Step three, find that little angle.
Janata Suarez to the main office. Janata Suarez to the main office.
Find this measure. Well, if I dropped it to the 180 line, 180, take away the 160, that is 20 degrees. So this little reference angle here must equal 20 degrees. So the reference angle, and I'll actually use an angle symbol for that. So reference angle equals 20 degrees. So, focus. What is it and how do we calculate them? It's the angle that we get between the terminal side and the x-axis, and we calculate it by working at how far off it is from 180, or if it's over here, we'll work on how far it is off of 360. Let's try looking at a few. Find the reference angle for 120. So if I draw 120, I'm still in quadrant number 2. So this is 120. And 120 plus 60 more would be 180. So my reference angle here is 60. It's that straightforward. 235. Okay, well 235, I'm down in quadrant 3. So 235 take away 180 because I have to work myself back to 180 is 55 degrees. And so I know that 235 has a reference angle. This little angle right here would be 55. Negative 77. Well, let's draw it. Here is negative 77. Well, if I'm going back to the x-axis, this angle here is still 77. So my reference angle would be 77 right there. So reference angle, the angle we make with the x-axis, okay? And we find that from taking the terminal side and dropping a perpendicular to the x-axis and finding out how much this little angle is.